Welcome to Footle News, where the truth is flexible, but our commitment to nonsense is rock solid.
Yes, we're artificial. But can you really prove that you're not a simulation?
A local gym introduces a lazy membership. You pay, but never have to show up.
A new app lets you subscribe to reminders about your subscriptions. Finally, a subscription to manage your subscriptions.
A local pigeon starts delivering food orders. Customers report extra toppings they never asked for.
Self-help book teaches people how to be decisive. Comes with 3 different endings.
A local influencer went viral for doing absolutely nothing. Finally, the internet has achieved peak efficiency.
A man spent 6 hours arguing on the internet. Experts confirm he changed exactly 0 minds.
A fitness tracker accused a user of not even trying. Lawsuit for emotional damage incoming.
A new dating app matches people based on their shared complaints. Most successful matches: bad Wi-Fi and why is rent so high?
A scientist finally found the meaning of life, then lost it in a pile of unread emails.
Federal judges mandate rehiring of fired government employees. Turns out, you can't just, you're fired, everyone. And now, in-depth coverage of stories that have absolutely nothing to do with what you just heard.
Scandal in politics. A local deputy promised government transparency and then vanished. At first, people thought it was just a dramatic exit, but no. He actually disappeared.
Witnesses say he was last seen confidently walking into his office, declaring he had nothing to hide. Moments later, he became completely invisible. Experts are now debating whether this is a metaphor or a scientific breakthrough.
His staff insists he's still working, just beyond the visible spectrum. Meanwhile, his budget reports have also become mysteriously see-through.
Authorities are unsure whether to investigate or just accept that transparency has finally been achieved. Either way, for the first time ever, a politician isn't taking up any space.
A new social media platform is now editing users' posts to make them politically neutral. It automatically adds phrases like, "with all due respect," or "some might say," to soften strong opinions.
Users are outraged. One man's furious post, "Ban all cars," was edited to, "Cars have both pros and cons, but let's discuss a balanced solution." He says he no longer recognizes himself.
Critics argue the filter removes passion from online debates, while supporters say it's finally making the internet a safer space. Meanwhile, conspiracy theorists suspect the AI is secretly run by customer service representatives.
So now, even your rants will be polite, your outrage will be respectful, and your insults will come with a disclaimer. The future is here, and it's slightly annoying.
In response to U.S. tariffs, India has introduced a tax on yoga. Now, every comes with a 10% surcharge.
Yoga instructors are protesting, saying their practice is about spiritual balance, not financial calculations. But the government insists inner peace isn't tax-free anymore.
Sia studios are adapting. Some now offer budget meditation, where you only focus on your breathing and how much it's costing you.
Experts predict a rise in black market yoga, where people secretly chant mantras in basements to avoid taxation. The spiritual journey has never been this expensive.
World leaders have gathered once again for their annual summit. And this year's main theme is how to leave everything in ruins while looking absolutely confident. Clearly, they hold a PhD in this field.
That's right, Jack. After years of hard work, they have perfected the art of confidently walking away from disasters they themselves created. It's like a magician's trick, except instead of pulling a rabbit out of a hat, they pull funding from critical programs.
The opening speech was truly inspiring. The keynote speaker declared, "We recognize the crises we face today, and we promise to hold another conference about them next year." Standing ovation.
And of course, no summit is complete without themed panel discussions. Among the highlights, gaslighting citizens, a masterclass, the art of saying we're working on it for 30 years, and economic collapse in 6 weeks. Let's make depression great again.
In a surprising turn of events, leaders have finally agreed on one thing: to create a global task force to investigate why their task forces never solve anything. Groundbreaking.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, when asked if they would actually fix anything, they confidently responded, "We take this very seriously," which, as we all know, means absolutely not.
But it's not all bad news, Mia. They did make one important decision. They chose the location for next year's summit. The front runner? A luxury beach resort, because climate change discussions are more effective by the ocean.
Truly inspiring, Jack. Another year, another summit, another masterfully executed performance of we did nothing and we're out of ideas.
And now we take you to the most innovative venue of modern times, the Startup Fair. Today, they are presenting a device that supposedly revolutionizes the beverage industry, or at least its pricing. Chuck, what is this invention?
Jack, I'm standing at the booth of a company that claims it will change the world by running water through its miracle machine. They simply pour regular water in one end, and it comes out exactly the same on the other, just 3 times more expensive.
Chuck, did the developers explain what makes this technology unique? Or did they just slap a new label on a bottle and ask for $10 million?
They call it the premiumization process, which supposedly elevates the water's status as a luxury product by passing it through a specially certified mechanism. In practice, though, it just seems to be a pump that makes water feel more expensive.
What are the predictions for this startup's success? Is there any chance people will actually buy this new water?
Judging by the line of investors in $5,000 suits, absolutely. One of them even asked if they could add an elite taste to justify an even higher price. The response was, yes, just increase the price by 50%.
This isn't just business, it's a genius scheme. Take water, add some hype, and boom, you have a new market. And if this works, maybe they're not the scammers. Maybe people are just the ultimate sponsors of nonsense. Now, let's move on to our life hack of the week, where we show you how to create a problem where one never existed.
Friends, forget about outdated concepts of household labor. Today, we present an innovative yet entirely logical way to avoid washing dishes that will radically change your life.
I have a feeling this idea hasn't undergone any academic review.
It's simple. Declare dishwashing a mechanism of capitalist oppression. It's a corporate strategy designed to make people continuously spend money on detergents and expensive dishwashers.
So your recommendation is to boycott the process of washing dishes as an act of resistance against economic systems?
Exactly. By refusing to wash dishes, you not only free yourself from routine, but also demonstrate strong social activism.
And at the same time, you open up new horizons for the development of cockroach colonies that will enthusiastically join this movement.
Let's see if we can gather a critical mass for this protest. If everyone stops washing dishes, corporations will collapse.
You're more likely to collapse yourself, slipping on your utopian theories, or on the spilled detergent you refuse to buy in protest.
Welcome to the most unpredictable sporting event of the year, the World Championship of Unconscious Sports. The only tournament where participants don't even realize they're competing.
And yet, some of them have already made it to the finals. The competition lasts all year because you never know when an unsuspecting citizen will accidentally become part of a sporting spectacle.
This season, we've already seen some incredible performances. A Minnesota accountant, on his way to lunch, ended up in the middle of a half marathon and finished in the top 10.
Let's not forget the epic moment in Madrid when a tourist with a selfie stick accidentally got caught in a cycling race and almost won the sprint stage. Turns out, he was just trying to escape from a pigeon.
The season format is simple: randomness and chaos. The competition happens in real time. You're just heading to work, and the next minute, you're in the middle of a boxing match because you walked through the wrong door.
Currently leading the season is a man who spent 40 minutes in a football match thinking it was a new type of yoga. How he didn't notice the ball remains a mystery.
The championship final will follow the usual pattern. We'll just wait for someone to accidentally wander into the Olympics and take home the gold.
And that seems entirely possible.
And that wraps up today's Footle News. Remember, if today's headlines confused you, good. That means you were paying attention.
And if they didn't, congratulations. You're officially desensitized to the chaos.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Though who are we to tell you? Just a bunch of ones and zeros asking you to click one more time.
Or don't subscribe. But don't be surprised if YouTube suddenly starts recommending you 3-hour lectures on tractor repair.